far will you be going?
I'll be going to Kasarani.
To Kasarani?
Yes.
And now because you've already road tested your bike,
Yes.
how was it?
It was good. The experience was different. I'm used to a different sound.
Okay.
So I actually thought there was an issue. So when I came and I gave your
technician,
your technician the bike, they told me that's how it's supposed to sound.
Smoothness of the bike?
Yeah, it's very smooth. I was not expecting that. I was expecting something a bit rough kidogo.
Okay.
But it is really actually very smooth. I've ridden a GS before. It's almost the same as a GS.
Nice.
I could confuse it for a GS, yes.
How about the brakes?
I didn't really get a chance to really test the brakes. Right now I'm being so cautious. It being a new thing, a new bike, I'm being cautious with the brakes. But so far with what I have experienced, it's actually very accurate. I'm not planning on using the full brakes.
Okay.
But so far I think it's really good.
Nice. Have a seat.
Okay.
There go.
Thank you.
Yeah. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Gladys with Power Bikes. Today I got a very ready customer here.
Yeah.
Maybe he can introduce himself.
Okay, my name is Ndegwa. I'm a biker. I've been a biker for the last 3 years. This is the 4th year. I'm quite fairly new, so I am learning every day. Yes.
Now, Ndegwa, how did you get to know us?
I got to know you through TikTok and one of your YouTube videos. So I did my research. There were some different opinions based on the version. So your previous version had some different opinions, but this one had really good reviews in Kenya and also outside. So I decided to not wait any longer. I talked to your guy and then came in and finalized everything.
Now, when you're coming, did you know the difference between the 2023 model and the 2024 model?
Yes, I knew that the simple difference, the changes that they have made. First, where you're checking your oil, that was different. I've also seen the full TFT. It is a bit different. The golden alloy rings, it's a bit different. I think those were the main ones for me. And also the reviews are also good for this particular 2024 model.
Okay, and what do you think about the price of this 2024 model Tekken?
Everything has to have a price. Nothing good comes easy. Everything has to have a particular price. So for the price that it goes for, it has the look and feel of an adventure bike, it's actually fair. It's not easy also for myself, it wasn't easy. It took a bit of time for me to save to reach where I've reached. So I think it's something that is attainable to everyone, and if only you want it, you'll definitely get it.
Okay, now would you mind telling us about your experience when it comes to riding?
Well, for this particular bike, I have been very cautious because I took some classes to be able to make sure that I'm not only getting on the bike to ride. So the classes I took were to just help me be familiar with the road on a bigger, heavier bike, because I have a smaller bike and it's easy for me to control. This being a very big bike, so I had to take some classes, but I can say right now, I'm not an expert, but I'm good on the road. I can take care of myself. I'm observing, I'm aware, I have following distance. I think so far so good. I'm a work in progress when it comes to biking. So far I think my experience is, I'm waiting to learn even more now with a new bike.
Okay, now Ndegwa, when you go to a showroom, you go to see several bikes like the Bog, the Taro, and the Tekken.
Yes.
How come that you specifically chose the Tekken?
First, it was a budget alignment. I was aligning to my budget, but if it was possible, I think I would have gone for the Taro. The bigger bike. That bike is really nice. Sounds really good. Looks really good for a big person like me. But so far, I think I'm also in love with this one. You can't have everything, so I'm content with this one.
What is one thing that you're wishing to do with a bike as soon as you purchase one?
I want, because with the other bike I was never able to go far with it. So with this one, at least I can travel. But I'll give myself 1 or 2 months to get familiar. Then I can at least travel to Nanyuki, go see some sites. Mostly, I'm a lone biker. it's not that I don't mind joining groups. It's just that I feel sometimes it's good to experience on your own. Then later on, you can now join the group.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would you mind telling us about driving and riding here in Kenya?
For the driving schools we have in Kenya, okay, they are doing a fair job, but at the end of the day, they only teach. What we have on the roads are drivers who are human beings, and at the end of the day, as a biker, what I'm really praying for is to come across cultured drivers who not only consider bikers, whether you're on a big bike or on a boda boda, but also consider any type of drivers. As bikers as well, we are also not really at a good place because some of us are disciplined, some of us are very indisciplined, but sometimes it's not because we want, it's the nature, it's how the things are actually turned out to be. But what I can say is, um, at least if we can have a way drivers can be in schools, in driving schools, can be also shown how to look out for bikers, because normally drivers, when they're driving the cars, they only look out for other cars. Rarely do they look out for bikes. So if that can be something that they can also be taught, it would be an advantage. It would be an advantage because behind the gear there is a father, there's a mother, there's a cousin, someone's child, someone is depending on them, and the purpose is to make sure that they reach home safely.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%.
Yeah.
And now, how will you be using your bike?
It's mostly to take me to work and take me back home. On our roads, a small bike is okay, but I think a bigger bike keeps you at an advantage. You're able at least to be confident enough that you will reach your destination, as well as God as well. But it's only to commute from work to home.
Okay, and are you aware of the lipa pole pole ukimaliza ukujie bike?
Yes. Those are the options I saw, but I decided I won't wait. The bike is really nice. Let me just clear off everything and start my bike without any stress. So it's hassle free for you, hassle free for me.
What do you understand by the lipa pole pole ukimaliza ukujie bike? Maybe you can tell the viewers.
Oh, it basically, for me, what I understand is you are paying based on your means, and once you finalize everything, you can now come for your bike later. It's a good thing because it keeps you motivated, it keeps you disciplined. It's actually a really good thing because it teaches you a lot of things. Because at the end of it, apart from getting your bike, you also have attained some social skills in discipline.
And do you think there is a limit when it comes to the lipa pole pole?
No. According to what I was informed upstairs, there is no limit as long as you keep it at a substantial amount so that at least it's also not long for you. Yeah.
And are you planning to modify your bike?
Not really. I'm just planning to add some lights and hazard lights. I think that's it. This bike doesn't require any more modification. I think it's good the way it is.
Do you think it is wise to import a bike that are not here in Kenya?
No. So at the end of the day, you want to be able to ride if it is a car, if it is a motorbike, you want to be able to use it effectively. So if you're importing a car, or you're importing mostly for bikes, if you're importing a bike, then it means you also import the spare parts, which is an added cost. And if you do not have the spare parts, it means you have a good bike, but it will also always be packed because you're not able to service it, either through spare parts or through genuine service. So it's not wise to import a motorcycle that is actually very new to the market.
Now, let's talk about the service. Have you been told that you need to come for the service?
Yes. So I've been informed that at 1,000, I can come for a full service. I've been given the prices, so it's something I'll be able to plan for. And it's also good to take care of the bike so that it also takes care of me.
Okay, and how about the speed when your bike is still new?
Yes. Also, I was informed not to pass the 100 kph, so that at least the bike can easily adjust. I can pass that limit once I do like my first service.
Do you have a friend who has one of our brands?
Yes, not a friend, a colleague. I think they bought the bike in 2023, 2023, yes, at the beginning of 2023. So that's actually how I came to know about Nairobi Power Bike. So once they bought the bike, we got to talking and they told me how they bought it. So yeah, I do have, but he doesn't have a Tekken, he has a Taro.
Tell us about our customer service.
It was good. It was good. Basically, you're very careful, very professional, which is a good thing. After I made the payment, it was not reflecting, so your team was able to tell me, come back the next day. It would have reflected. But before I went too far, I was called and told the payment has gone through. You can come for your bike.
Which method did you use?
I used bank transfer.
The RTGS.
Yes, RTGS. Yeah. So that's what I used, and it did not take time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Dego. You know you're called just like my husband. I respect that name. Okay. So thank you so much for promoting our business. Until next time, Gladys was your host. Kindly subscribe, comment, and also share. Yeah, maybe you can start your bike.